So today our topic is balance sheet. See, balance sheet is a statement where we list all our assets, capital and liability. So the main purpose of the balance sheet is to show the financial position of the company. So the company will know at the end of the year whether the business is going under profit or loss. So let us see some of the elements of balance sheet. So the first, let us study about assets. Now, what do you mean by assets? Assets are the properties. Assets are the properties of business. So all your properties are called assets. Now there are different types of assets are there. The first type of asset is fixed assets. Now what are fixed assets? They are the assets which are held permanently. See, when you buy a fixed assets, you will keep it for a long time. For example, land and building, motor vehicles, plant and machineries, laptops. So all these are examples, furniture and fixtures, all these are the examples of fixed assets. So fixed assets are those assets, once we buy, we will keep that assets permanently for many years. So such assets are called fixed assets. So examples are land and building, plant and machinery, furniture and fixtures, motor vehicles, your laptop. Okay, all these are examples of fixed assets. Now let us come to the next type of assets, and that is called current assets. So I told you in my previous class also, see, they are either in the form of cash or equivalent to cash. So either they are in the form of cash or which can be converted into cash in a short period. So either they are in cash, like cash in hand. Cash in hand is a cash. Then there are something which can be converted into cash very easily. For example, the cash at bank. So the money in the bank, anytime you can withdraw, you can convert into cash. Bills receivable is an example of current assets. Then closing stock. Closing stock is a current asset. Suppose tomorrow if I want money, I will sell my stock and I will convert that into cash. Then sometimes what happens? Your raw materials, okay, is your current assets. Then prepaid expense. See, somebody has given you money in advance. So that money is lying with you. So that is also called prepaid expense, and prepaid expense is also, they are also the current assets. So some of the examples of current assets are cash, cash at bank, stock, closing stock, bills receivable, inventories. All these are examples of current assets. So current assets are those assets which are either in the form of cash or which can be converted into cash in a short period. So we have those who have come late. Once again, I am telling you, fixed assets are those assets which are permanent in nature. Current assets are those assets which are either in the form of cash or which can be converted into cash in a short period. So examples are cash, cash in hand, cash at bank, bills receivable, closing stock, prepaid expense. So these are examples of current assets. Then what is tangible assets? The third type of asset, see, any asset you can touch and see. Any asset you can touch and see, you can feel. So that is what is called tangible assets. See, all fixed assets are tangible assets. All current assets are tangible assets. So assets which we can touch and see or we can feel, that is called tangible assets. Okay, all fixed assets, all current assets are part of tangible assets. Next type of asset is intangible assets. See, intangible assets are those assets which you cannot physically, they don't have physical shape. touch, you can see. For example, goodwill, goodwill of the company. Goodwill means the reputation, patents, trademarks, licenses. See, they are all intangible assets. So goodwill, patent, trademarks, license are intangible assets. Sometimes they comes under fixed assets also. Then there are some assets which are called fictitious assets. See, fictitious means fake, artificial. Okay, so they are not assets, but they are shown in the, they are not assets, but they become part of the assets. Like for example, whenever you start a company, whenever you start a company, you spend some money. Now that money you have spent before starting the business. So such expenses are called preliminary expenses. Preliminary means before starting the business. So they are shown as a asset in the balance sheet. So fictitious assets. So actually they are not assets, but they become part of the assets, like preliminary expenses. Then there is another type of asset called wasting assets. Like suppose if you buy a forest, if you buy a forest and start cutting all the timber, all the woods, all the trees you are cutting. So a time will come when all your trees are cut. So in that case, what happens? The value of the land becomes less. Okay, so that means that asset may become waste. Similarly, suppose you have purchased a mine, okay, for petrol or for taking your like for example, any type of mines, coal mines, let it be coal mines or petroleum. See, once you take all the petrol, once you take all the coal, that land becomes waste. But still it is a property. It is your property, but the value of the asset will decrease because now there is no forest, there is no coal, there is no petrol in that place. So the value will go down, but still it is an asset. So it is called wasting assets. Then comes contingent assets. See, they are the asset which becomes an asset because of certain events. For example, suppose you have a property and that property is under case. It is under in high court. It is under case. Now, after 6 months, you have won the case. When you won the case, that property becomes your property. So it has happened because of some events, because of the court case. Now it has become your property. Okay, so that type of assets are called contingent assets. They are the assets which becomes because of specific events. For example, case, a property case, or suppose if there is a division of property in the family. So so till now your parents may be the owners, but after the partition you become the owner of a small portion of the property. So such properties are called contingent assets. So some of the important types of assets we have studied today, they are fixed assets, current assets, okay, tangible assets, intangible assets, fictitious assets, wasting assets, and contingent assets. So these are some of the important types of assets. Now let us come to the second part, that is the liability side. So we have seen the asset side. Now let us see the next side, which is liability side. See, what is liability? If you have to pay something to some firm or some person, so it is a liability. It's a liability. That means you are liable to pay. Liability means you are liable to pay. Okay, so that is called liability. And one of the most important type of liability is owner's capital. The capital is the most important type of liability. Okay, see why it is a liability? Because owner has invested money in the business, which is called capital. So the firm has to pay interest to the owner. Okay, so that means capital is a liability. It is also called, in some books it's called net worth. It is called net worth. Okay. So owner's capital is one of the most important liability of the firm. What is capital? It is owner's money in the business is called owner's capital. Then comes second type of liability is long-term liability. See, if the repayment period is for a long period, more than 1 year, if the repayment period, like if you have taken a big loan from bank, the loan for 10 to 15 years. So if it is more than 1 year, then it is called long-term liability. Okay. So that means you have to repay the money in 10 or 15 years. So such liabilities are called long-term liability. Next type of liability is current liability. And what is current liability? They are short-term liabilities. Okay. Suppose if you have taken loan from your family members, maybe for 6 months. So they are current liability. Then bank overdraft. Last class, I told you what is bank overdraft. Sometimes bank will give you some money. Okay. So in that, for a short period, that is called bank overdraft. So the period is short. Even though it's a liability, the period of the repayment is short. So it is called current liability. Other current liabilities are creditors. Okay. You have to pay, say maximum you have to pay within 1 year. So it's a short-term liability. Bills payable, you have to pay certain bills. So it is a current liability. Short-term debt, that means short-term loans. Similarly, if you have taken some advance or deposits, okay, you have received in advance for a short period, it is called current liability. And outstanding expense is a current liability. So I've explained all these things when we did trial balance. See, what is outstanding? The money that you have to pay. Okay. See, prepaid expense is an asset. Outstanding expense is a liability. Remember, once again, prepaid expense is an asset and outstanding expense is a liability. So some of the important types of current liabilities are bank overdraft, creditors, bills payable, short-term debt, advances and deposit received, outstanding expense. Okay. Somebody, see, advance and deposit receipt means somebody has given you some money, okay, in advance. So you have to pay at later stage. So they are called current liabilities. Then comes contingent liability. Like for example, okay, you have see, I told you what is contingent assets. The asset becomes because of certain events, like you get the property, it's a contingent assets. Sometimes suddenly because of some events, your liability increases. It is called contingent liability. For example, suppose if you have given a check to a party, and your check is bounced, because there is not enough money in your account. So suddenly that becomes a liability. Okay, because the check is bound. So it happened because of certain events. So such liabilities are called contingent liability. So they are called contingent liability. Now let us see the format of the balance sheet. Okay. So there are two sides are there in the balance sheet. One is the liability side and second is the asset side. Okay. So let me explain what are the things that comes on the liability side and what are things that comes on the asset side. So let us start with liability. So in liability, see, liability, one of the most important liability is capital. Capital, owner's money in the business is the biggest liability. So the first thing is liability. Now, last class I told you, see, when we prepared profit and loss account, I told you, see, the profit and loss account is prepared to know whether you are getting net profit or net loss. So if you are getting net profit, see, that profit goes to whom? To the owner. So his capital will increase. So whenever there is a net profit, you should add with capital. Similarly, whenever you get a loss, you should subtract from the capital. See, net profit, add with the capital, net loss, subtract from the capital. Then, see, owner gets interest. So when the firm gives money to the interest to the owner. So he gets the interest. That is called interest on capital. So whenever he gets interest on capital, it must be his capital will increase. So we must add with the capital. So whenever you get net profit, it should be added with the capital. Whenever you get interest on capital, it should be added with the capital. Then suppose sometimes the owner withdraws money for personal use. So that is called drawings. That is called drawings. See, whenever you get drawings, it should be subtracted from the capital. Okay, because owner is withdrawing for his personal use. So drawings is it should be subtracted from the capital. Okay, so drawing should be subtracted. Then see, the owner has, since he has withdrawn money, he has to pay interest to the firm. So that interest on drawing should be subtracted. Okay, and if there is a net loss, it should be subtracted. So once again, I'm see how you calculate capital. Capital means, okay, your money in the business. So owner's contribution in the business. If you're earning net profit, it should be added with the capital. If you're having loss, it should be subtracted from the capital. If there is a interest on capital, it should be added with the capital. If there is a drawings, it should be subtracted from the capital. And if there is a interest on drawings, it should be again subtracted from the capital. Okay, so capital, see, whenever you want to calculate capital, how you will calculate? Capital plus net profit or minus net loss. Say if it is a net profit, add with the capital, net loss, subtract from the capital. Add interest on capital, subtract drawings, subtract interest on drawings. So you will get the complete correct value of the capital. Okay, so capital includes capital plus add net profit or subtract net loss, add interest on capital, subtract drawings, less interest on drawings. So together it is called capital. So that is how we calculate cap. When we do practically, things will become more clear. Then any long-term loans is a liability, like loan on mortgage. Okay, you have, suppose when we take, see what is mortgage? See, some security must be given. For example, if you want to take 10 lakh rupees from loan, suppose if you want to take 10 lakh rupees loan, you have to give some security. You can give your property as the security. So in that case, loan on mortgage is a long-term loan. It is a long-term loan. So it's a long-term liability also. It is called long-term liability. Then there are, so bank loan, loan on mortgage, they are the examples of long-term liabilities. Then comes current liabilities. So I already told you what are current liabilities: sundry creditors, bills payable, bank overdraft, creditors, income received in advance. Okay, that is called prepaid. Anything. So prepaid income is the current liabilities. Okay, so once again I'm repeating what are the things that comes on the capital side. Okay, the first is capital, add interest on capital, add net profit, subtract net loss, subtract drawings, subtract interest on drawings. So after calculating, you will get the correct value of the capital. Then all long-term loans, all short-term loans may like sundry creditors, bills payable, bank overdraft, creditors, outstanding expenses, okay, or prepaid income. So they are liabilities. They are liabilities. Then let us see the asset side. On the asset side, first is fixed assets. Okay. See, I told you sometimes fictitious assets are taken as fixed assets, like goodwill, land and building, loose tools. That means your tools and equipments, furnitures, vehicles, patents, trademarks. Okay. Suppose if you have given long-term loan, see, when you take long-term loan, it is a liability. But if you have given long-term loan, if you have given to somebody a loan, that long-term loan is a asset. Then there are current assets like sundry debtors, bills receivable, prepaid expense, accrued incomes. Okay, that I will tell you what is accrued income, cash in hand, cash in hand, cash at bank, then some fictitious assets, okay, like preliminary expense. See those expenses which you have done in advance before starting the business, preliminary, or some advertisement before starting the business. So advertisement. So let us take only two, okay, other things will not, because we don't have to study company accounts, so we don't have to take issue of shares and issue of debentures. Okay, so these are some of the important types of assets. Okay, so we have two sides, liability side and asset side. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir.